Never buy flowers from a monk.
Why?
Only you can prevent florist friars.
Where'd you learn that? Wow, you're laughing pretty hard at that one.
I learned that one from a monk.
Welcome back to Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time.
The
All right.
babies.
Yeah, let's give baby Mario, a little bit of mushroom because he got hood.
Aw.
He got burnt by that damn
He got a boo-boo.
boo-boo, huh? Oh, we got a new enemy here. Ooh, okay.
Little Shy Guy ghosts.
Yeah. So these are chameleons. Oh, okay. Brother Flowers works on all enemies. Let's try it. So it's gonna bounce between. It's like hot potato.
Okay.
So it's gonna bounce between, and like when it glows, that's the character that you gotta press the button for. So like you'll use Brother Flower. It'll start with Mario or whoever selects it, and then it'll glow to Luigi, and then you gotta hit B. And I mean, you gotta rapid fire that shit. And the faster you do it, the more damage you do.
I don't think I have the coordination to be a gamer here.
Ah!
Like... Okay, so just the flowers killed everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the flowers killed all the Coupelians, and then I did a jump attack to finish the job.
Okay.
But, yeah, so now that we're a bit further into the game, any new thoughts? As I take on these ghosts and ghouls? Haha.
I mean, like, it's cute to watch. So I enjoy, like, watching the adults interact with the babies and, like, the babies going on their, like, little mini separate adventures. And
Yeah. I
I don't think I want to play it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this is one that I would have fun playing. It's, like, it's too many buttons. It requires too much coordination.
Okay.
That I just don't have.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned it before, I get kind of annoyed with, like, the amount of instruction that's cleverly included in the game where I'm like, okay, just give me a list and get on with it. Like,
Yeah.
It's very cute to watch, but I feel as though if I was playing it, I would just be like, okay, next, and then I wouldn't get the instructions because I'm just like, okay, on with it. Like, let's go.
Okay.
We don't need to do this every time. Like,
Right.
I'm just, like, impatient about it.
Okay.
So, and I think that's also why I struggle with, like, games that require this level of coordination with, like, knowing exactly which button is which, because you're essentially controlling 4 characters, and you see how I do, like, trying to manage 3 that I'm not moving simultaneously. Like, I get to switch between 3 characters, and
Yeah.
they still die.
Trials of Mana.
So, again, I very much enjoy watching it.
Okay.
And, like, seeing the characters interact and do their own thing, but I don't think it's one that I would want to play.
Okay. That's fine because you got a huge backlog as it is.
Yeah.
So.
All the games.
That's what happens when you have over 300 games in your catalog.
Yeah.
Alright, so. Oh. This leads to a tunnel.
Hmm.
The tunnel. And what's inside the tunnel? There's no going back. Oh, there's Coupelians in this tunnel. And the adults can't join us.
Because they don't fit in the tunnel.
Hopefully the brother flowers are good for these guys.
See, like, okay, I just saw it. I was like, when you said, like, they're glowing, like, I didn't see them. It looks like they're always glowing. There's a little star.
Yeah, there's a star, and there's also a sound that goes off. It'll go bloop.
Okay. See, I'm not good at things that require sound cues.
Well, this game has sound and visual cues.
Yeah. It's just catching. Like, that time I caught the visual cue of, like, the little star.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That did nothing.
For those of our
Right, back to the babies.
2 viewers, we love you.
I think we're up to 3 now.
Woo!
I think we're up to 3.
Maybe. Big time over here. But for those of you guys that don't know, because we don't really talk too terribly much about it, but I'm actually deaf on one side.
Oh,
so, like,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, sound cues are really difficult for me to catch a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, we'll be listening to music in the car, and like if it's from like a video game or something, you're like, ooh, what's this one from? Like Child of Light, you played it the other day. It's like,
I didn't hear it, or like trying to pay attention. So.
Okay, so I see. I'm like grabbing all this fire from the tunnel, and I'm using it for this big block to like make a giant fireball.
You're gonna smoke the babies out? Like.
Oh, jeez. Well, all I know is I got another one of these Elasto-Piranhas. All I know is do not waste your brother flowers.
Well, don't they spit fire or something?
Yeah, they spit
so it's like...
The plant inside spits fire from you from way up on the top screen. He'll stretch all the way to the top screen, and then he'll shoot a fireball down at one of the brothers.
Okay.
And you gotta jump to avoid it because it does a hefty amount of damage.
Yeah.
Especially for the babies. The babies don't have as much HP.
The babies are like, we're so young. Our hemoglobins aren't fully developed.
Yeah.
We're scared.
So would you prefer enemies that just hit you with their attacks and not having the ability to dodge? Since they require reflexes? Like most RPGs?
See, I don't...
Because this is an RPG at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that's it. Because I do have fun with, like, the live battles. I didn't know that I would, but after, like, playing Trials of Mana for a while, I do really like the live battles where it's like you stumble upon an enemy and you take them on. Like, so I'm not good at dodging. You've seen that. Like,
right.
I don't dodge attacks. I just take the hit and I'm like, well, I'll give him a piece of candy.
Yeah.
So.
But you had to do that when you were dealing with Pricklebeak?
Yeah.
Because he could petrify
I
you?
learned how to dodge from Pricklebeaks. So I don't necessarily think that I would prefer one where it's like you just stand there and you take the hit if it's dealt to you.
Okay.
I think each have their benefits.
Right.
The part of coordination about this game I don't know if it necessarily makes me nervous. It just like, it doesn't necessarily interest me, is the fact that you are controlling 4 characters simultaneously with 4 buttons.
Okay.
So, and you have to know what buttons to hit. And if you don't.
It usually tells you.
Yeah.
See right there, it's like, well, X or Y.
Yeah, and it's like, that's fine. But like, I also don't know the controllers.
Right.
So.
Well, I'm playing this on the Wii U gamepad.
Yeah.
So it's A, B, X, and Y.
Well, maybe like in the future when I'm more familiar with like the controllers and things, I would feel more confident.
Okay.
But like for this, I feel like I would get terribly frustrated because I don't know the controls well enough to like be agile.
Right.
So there's something coming at you. It's a live battle and I'm pressing the wrong button. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I do that now in Trials of Mana. I'm like, I don't understand why they're not hitting him. And meanwhile, I'm pressing jump over and over again. I'm like, oh, that's why, because I'm hitting the wrong button.
Oh, it's glowing now. Now let's hit it.
There we go. You just put the sun back in the sky.
And back into the woods. It burnt down some trees. I guess that clears the path.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Smokey's gonna come up on my ass. What were you doing there, Mr. Plumber? Uh-oh.
Hey, never buy flowers from a monk.
Why?
Only you can prevent florist fires.
Where'd you learn that? Wow, you're laughing pretty hard at that one.
I learned that one from a monk.
And that's something is calling from within the stump, telling you to throw with X or Y. Oh, I already figured that out. But thank you. See, again, I'm familiar with this game, so most of the stuff I'm just kind of like blazing through.
Yeah.
It teaches you and like allows you to go at a fairly steady pace.
Yeah, and it's like I have no doubt because again, there are so many tutorials.
Yeah.
Where it's like as soon as there's a new move, they're like, okay, let's have a tutorial. So like, I don't feel.
Okay, kids, quiet coyote.
I don't quiet coyote.
Okay.
Quiet coyote.
Here we go. Oh, that's a boo guy. A mixture between a shy guy and a boo.
So I'm just wondering if I prefer multiple characters the way that Child of Light and Trials of Mana have them, where it's like you're essentially only controlling one at a time.
Okay.
But you can switch between which ones you control.
Okay.
So I
So
think
they're not bound to a button.
right. I think I prefer that better. Like,
They all have the same
my feeble mind
controller.
can understand that, where
Okay.
it's, you know, I don't have to learn 3 new control options. And granted, it's 1 button per character. It's
Yeah.
not like there's, 4 new buttons for each character and you're controlling 4 characters, 16 buttons. Like, no,
Right.
it's not that extreme at all.
No.
So it's like, I do feel like it would be a lot like Alice, where by the end of the game, I'd have it down.
Yeah.
But it would be full of a lot of frustration. And swear words.
Well, maybe one day we'll check it out and have a first experience with you and Partners in Time.
Maybe.
If we must. So yeah, we got all these factory ahead toads that are just bound to these trees, getting their Vim sucked out.
Which
and
we
we
did
looked
look
up
up.
Vim.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I got new pants.
So it's, I got new pants.
I got new pants in that stump.
So Vim, like the, I guess Webster definition is like energy, kind of that like vim and vigor.
Yeah. Unarmed jeans. Turn the wearer into a reckless berserker. All right. Can give that to Baby Mario.
But Vim in this case is the life force
Yeah,
of the
their
toad
energy
people.
basically. It
Yeah.
drains them of their energy. Which is pretty dark for a kid's game.
It is dark, but
They're
it's
draining their souls basically.
yeah, essentially. But they also never really explain what Vim is, and
Mm-hmm.
this is the only game that it's ever mentioned.
Yeah. There's no other game that uses like the Toad's Vim. And these little mushroom guys, you've seen them in every single Mario game we've played so far.
Yeah.
You'll see them in basically every Mario
I
game.
feel like they're a very essential character.
Yeah.
It's
They're like droids
it's
in
a
Star Wars.
Yeah, it's a staple. They're a staple character.
So yeah, you'll see a bunch of them, and this is the only one where like there's a mention of like the Toad's Vim.
This so far is like I guess the only one where like mortality has even come up. Like they're draining their souls and their life force out, and it's like no other game is like my soul. Well, that I've played.
Well,
I'm sure there are
okay.
plenty of games that are like they're sucking my soul out.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, in Origami King, they're like, oh, I don't want to get folded, which folded is like a transformation in Origami
Yeah,
King.
I suppose that it could be like a weird mortality parallel.
But no, this one like directly like sucks them dry.
Yeah, this one is very obvious.
Through the roots to power their factory. It's like, ugh, that's a little morbid.
Like, as a kid, I don't think you'd realize that, though. You'd just be like,
No.
oh, no. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, God, they're taking the life force of the toads.
No, it's like, oh, those poor toads, gotta save the toads. And as an adult, it's just like, oh, it's sucking them dry.
Yeah.
Sucking
Which
the energy right out of them.
You recently enlightened me that they are called toads because they are toadstools.
Yes, toadstools.
I was always very confused. Like, why are they called toads? They're little mushrooms. Like, they're not toads.
Right.
Then you're like, they're toadstools.
You were thinking of the amphibian.
Yeah, it was like, they should be frogs.
No, toadstools.
Which I thought was really cute. I think Shy Guys are probably my favorite, like, Mario enemy. Like, the
Okay.
little... I know Bowser's, like, the big bad, but, like, the little
Yeah.
ones that they faced repetitively, I think the Shy Guys are my favorite.
The mooks. Mook is the name of, like, a henchman.
Okay.
So, like, they're your favorite mook.
Oh, okay.
Just looked at me like I grew a second head. Mooks?
Yeah, it was
What?
a very confused look.
Okay, so the bridge to the Vim Factory is out. We gotta find another way through. Travel advisory. Ride the floating panel below to conquer thorny paths. Hitting a block should get the floating panel moving. Toadwood District Rangers.
I've learned so many new gaming terms in such a short period of time.
Yeah, it's a little overwhelming for you.
Well, because I also do a lot of writing for, like, Roblox and that kind of stuff, so, like, I had to learn a lot of new terms. Like, I had no idea what an obi was.
Right. I still don't know what an obi is.
Obi?
Obi?
It's like the type of game is called an obi. So it's like how this is an RPG. There's
Okay.
an obi,
Uh-huh.
which is like from my understanding. So if I'm wrong, please
Usually call
enlighten
them
me.
genres.
Well, it's like an Obi is like a mix between a parkour and a puzzle game, I think.
Sure.
They
I'm not
call it an
familiar with
Obi.
that one.
Yeah, it's...
And I've been playing games for 25 years.
Well, it's like because they have games that have Obi in the title.
Oh.
And I'm just like, I have no idea what that is.
It has to be a Roblox thing.
I think it is a Roblox thing.
Yeah, I don't hear it from like other games.
I'm pretty
and
sure
other
it's a Roblox thing. But like
gamer babble.
even the term noob.
Yeah. Noob has been around for a while.
Like that one, I kind of got the gist about it. I'm like, you noob. And I'm like, oh, okay, they must be
Oh,
new.
okay, okay. So in here are these blocks that I gotta hit when they point a certain direction, and that controls this panel.
Oh.
All right, babies.
Do your stuff.
Yep. Help us through this 30 patch.
There you
Stop.
go. There you go.
Let's go up. Luigi, do your thing. Ooh, a wallet badge. What could that do? All right, wallet badge. Let's see. Drop almost no coins when fleeing from battle. That's good. Yeah, if you
won't
flee
drop
from
your
battle,
wallet.
you lose money.
Aw. That's sad.
It's a punishment for fleeing.
Well, yeah.
It's like, oh, can't flee all the battles or you keep losing coins. But with that badge equipped, I can flee and lose a little less. I can afford to flee.
There you go.
I can afford to escape this battle.
His wallet is now FDIC approved.
Oh, those pipes have tiny little feet that
Oh.
tiptoe towards you. I didn't notice that until just now.
See, I think that so far, that is my favorite thing about games.
What?
And I don't know if it's just because of like my background in art or like my love of little tiny nuances.
Okay.
But like the fact that they have little tiny feet. Like that's hilarious and it's funny, but it also is, you know, it explains how they're moving. Mm-hmm. And like, look at the little legs! Like it's adorable.
Little root legs.
I know. It's really cute. So just like those little tiny
Ooh,
things.
Nice damage, Luigi.
Woo! We didn't die. But like those little tiny things, I really enjoy.
You like the small details in video games?
Yeah, just like I just picture them sitting at like their board meeting desk being like, well, how are we gonna explain this one? And then just some guy in the back is like, well, fuck it, let's just give them little feet. And they're like, all right. So I just really enjoy those because it almost seems like it would be an afterthought of like, well, we have to explain this some way.
Yeah. Travel advisory. While hiking, if you find blocks that are too high to hit, jump while carrying babies, then make the babies jump at the peak of your jump. If your timing's on, you'll be able to reach higher blocks. Toadwood District Rangers. Just like that.
Just launch, launch your babies.
Go, Luigi. Baby Mario. Luigi. Mario. That's how you channel. All right. Electric power. All right, that took care of the left arm. Now we got to do it again for the right arm. And what's down here? What's all this? What's all this?
Money.
We're in the money. Gotta grab the money. It is so funny because we're grabbing the money now.
Have you ever seen the movie Cabaret?
No.
Okay. They have a song, a money song, where it's just like the people in the background go, money, 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 money.
I'm guessing it's a musical?
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes place during World War II.
Oh.
It's risque, but it's really cool.
Like Springtime for Hitler?
Yeah.
That kind of risque. Springtime for Hitler and Germany. Deutschland
It's
is
almost
happy
like a
and
mix
gay.
between the producers and Chicago.
Be honest, do you think I'd like it?
I feel like you would like it for other reasons.
Hot girls?
Half naked girls.
Ah, well.
So I don't think you would very much enjoy anything else about it. Which is why we haven't watched it.
Oh, that's why? Okay. I thought it was just because you've never mentioned it before.
Well, it's the same as Chicago. Like, I don't think you would enjoy anything else about it. So, like, why watch it?
I know it has Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, I really love Chicago. I think
Richard Gere.
I think it's a really cleverly plotted story.
I've heard some songs from it.
I really like
It
the
was pretty
music. I like the filming.
I liked
like-
the next part.